static methods and static classes in C#. Let's start with the static methods. The static method can be called directly on the class itself, and there is no need to create an instance. Here's an example. We have a static method called add inside the calculator class. Our static method add takes two integers as parameters and returns their sum. Since this is a static method, we can call it directly on the class calculator without creating an instance of that class. And in the main method, we call the add method and pass in the values 5 and 3. And the result, when we run the code printed to the console, is going to be 8. And here's another code example with a static method in C#. Our method is called calculateCircleArea, and it is declared inside the MatthewTools class. It takes the radius of a circle as a parameter and calculates its area. Inside the main method, we define a radius of 5.0 and then call the calculateCircleArea method, passing in the radius. The calculated return area is then printed to the console using the console writeLine method. The next code example shows the difference between the static and the non-static classes. Here we have a circle class with a radius property and two methods: calculateCircleArea static and calculateCircleArea non-static. The calculateCircleArea static method is declared as static, which means it belongs to the class itself rather than an instance of the class. And the calculateCircleArea non-static method is a non-static method, which means it belongs to each instance of the circle class. Inside the main method, we demonstrate the usage of both of these methods. First, we call the static method directly on the circle class, and then we create an instance of the circle class and call the non-static method calculateCircleArea non-static on that instance. As you can see, both the static and the non-static methods can be used to calculate the area of a circle, but their usage is different. The static method is called directly on the class itself, while the non-static method is called on an instance of the class. When is it appropriate to use static methods? Well, there are several cases. You can pause the video if you want to and take a look at the image, but mostly they are used as utility functions. Now let's take a look at the static classes. In C#, a static class is a class that cannot be instantiated or inherited. It is actually designed to provide utility methods or act as a container for a group of related methods or properties that can be accessed directly without creating an instance of the class. To declare a static class in C#, you need to use the static keyword in the class declaration, and here's a code snippet that demonstrates that. Okay, here we have a MatthewTools class, which is declared as static, and it contains two static methods, add and multiply, which perform addition and multiplication. Since the class is static, you can access these methods directly without creating an instance of the class. And here is how you would use the static methods from the MatthewTools class. The static classes are often used for creating utility classes, helper classes, or for organizing related methods that don't require maintaining stage. There are several static classes in C#. Some of them are console, file, datetime, math, and a few others. Again, this was a quick introduction to static methods and classes in C#. If you want to learn more, go to the official documentation. And if you want to test your C# knowledge, go to our website, codeprepping.com. Thank you for watching.